Alright, TikTok, look, there seems to be a lot of issues and everything going around the world, so let's try to solve some of them, okay? First, very, very sensitive subject, the trans issues that we're having. And yes, there's a lot of issues. I hear that the LGBT community, the LGB community is wanting to break up with the T community, and that's very understanding and everything. Let's break it down, okay? Let's get right to it. Because I don't give two fucks what I'm going to say. Y'all cancel me all you damn want. And I'm just going to continue to put my opinion out there, whether you like it or not, because guess what? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. And also, baby, if you don't like it, you can keep scrolling. But you can also just go ahead and make a comment or whatever to boost my algorithm. But anyways, okay. Look, I have a trans child, so this is a very sensitive subject for me as well. Okay, I'm accepting to all people, but we cannot sit here out being accepting and also try to erase others. We have to be respectful, right? We have to stop living in delusion. Yes, there is a big difference between trans people and biological people. There's a difference between trans women and biological women. I'm not going to say cis because a lot of people that sit here and say that cis is offensive, and I can see both sides. Okay, I'm looking at both sides of every freaking thing. The one thing I don't understand is why the trans community continuously keeps pushing and forcing things down people's throat and not respecting people, because I see that immensely and it's not right. It is not right. Look, honey, if you want respect, you're gonna have to give respect, and if you cannot give respect, then you don't deserve respect. I'm sorry. There's another thing with men entering women's bathrooms. Why can't we just be respectful? Again, why can we not just be respectful? You can identify as however you want, okay? But if you know that you are not a passing woman, okay? And yes, I did say passing woman. If you know that you are not a passing woman and your features might trigger someone or whatever, please be respectful. It is that fucking simple. You're like, well, I just want to go to the bathroom. Okay, well, there's other options, right? Please be respectful. And if people would just respect each other, we wouldn't have all these fucking issues. We really wouldn't. Y'all need to pull y'all's heads out of y'all's asses. Y'all seriously need to pull your heads out of your asses. Because this is getting really ridiculous and nobody wants to respect anybody nowadays. And it is absolutely chaos and bonkers. And with the trans sports, trans women do not need to be in women's sports, period. Okay, it's just, it don't need to be a thing. They still have all the testosterone and all the extra muscle and all that other shit, And I also do not agree with children transitioning. That should not be a thing. Those babies don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, we should not be teaching children that kind of stuff. We should be working on their education, not their sexuality. That's something that they figure out on their own as they grow up and get older. But encouraging a child to be trans and stuff like that is not a good thing. That's something that they're really going to battle with. And if you end up having those kids go on medications or get surgeries or whatever, it's really going to affect their body. Y'all really need to start really thinking about these things, because I don't think people are thinking about this shit. I think they're just thinking about the money and let's just go ahead and affirm. What happened to therapy? What happened to just loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are? Okay? What happened to that? Why can't we teach those babies that? To love and accept themselves for who they are, so that they won't be confused and they won't be fucked up like everything is now. The reason why people are so damn depressed is, for one, y'all can't get off your fucking phones. Y'all are constantly scrolling and everything. Yeah, that does make a person depressed. I know. I feel it. I've witnessed it. Okay? It is depressing. We need to enjoy nature more. But that's another subject, okay? We'll talk about technology and how terrible it affected is on another thing. We're just focused on the trans thing right now, okay? So yes, let's start being more respectful towards people, because it's not right that we're constantly disrespecting each other. And we really need to and yes, everyone wants to be accepted. I completely understand that. But there is a line of acceptance and delusion. And some of y'all just fucking straight out delusional. And you need to jump back into reality. Being online and, playing all these little games online and being whatever the fuck you want to be online is perfectly fine. But whenever you are in the real world, you're in the real world. And you cannot live in your delusion. A lot of y'all need therapy. And hopefully, y'all can find it. Because I don't think we need to continuously keep on disrespecting people just because you feel a certain way. That's not right. Heck, if this bullshit was pushed down my throat whenever I was a kid, I would probably be trans too, and I probably would have regretted it immensely. Because I was a huge tomboy. Or tomgirl, my bad. I was a huge tomgirl. All I did was hang out with the boys. I hated hanging out with the girls. I still, to this day, don't like hanging out with girls or boys for that matter. I'm just an introvert. But as I grew up, I only hung out with the boys. I was a tomboy, okay? Everybody thought I was a lesbian because of it. I'm not. I'm straight. Well, bi-ish, kinda. But come on, people. These babies are confused, and we don't need to start. We need to stop confusing them. We need to stop forcing these things down their throat and focus on their education and their self-worth. And that's just as simple as that. It really is. Okay? Start respecting each other. Because I see nothing but disrespect. And it's fucking ridiculous. And if I have to come on here and be everybody's mama and tell y'all to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, I will. Y'all have a blessed day. Love you. Bye.